Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming with a little something. And I will say this is going to be some message. And it's not going to be a little something. It's going to be something. I'm going to try to go live. I'm going to work on it this evening to go live based on this message. He instilled even more in me in the last few minutes, and I just want to bring it forth because it is heavy within me and it needs to go forth. And I'm going to be all over the place with information that he has given me and what he has laid on my heart. And y'all just don't understand. I want to cry right now because the things he's sharing with me, it's like, why? I'm not worldly, Father. You know, you giving me all this here information. Is this for just me? Or are you speaking to a people or peoples? I said to myself coming down to this location that I'm not going to be like unto a people, a nation who have found fault in every nation on the face of the earth except for themselves. I have been a person that have judged myself daily and continue to judge myself. And when I judge myself, no man can judge me, nor have I been judged. I don't mind being judged. I could care less. Because where I'm at in the wilderness is nothing. No one can judge me based on where I'm at. And if they do, good riddance to you. But I was saying to you, I don't want to hate. I don't want to dislike people. You know, people don't treat me this way. So why am I treating and desiring to see people the way a people wants to see them? When the same way I'm seeing them, y'all is seeing me. No. He said, love your enemies and do good to those who do evil unto thee. Why is that, Deborah? Why is that? Why does he say, love your enemies and do good to those who do evil unto thee? Why? Because he knows how to identify his love. Somewhere in us going to have to be able to see everything on the four corners. And when I say everything on the four corners, measure this stuff that people are teaching you, especially your nation. Especially your nation. Because the 12 went out to their own nation. And who killed them? Their own nation. You see what I'm saying? Yeshua came to his own. Who wanted him to be destroyed? His own nation. That's why Sister Deborah said I could care less about someone trying to judge me or measure me. Go right ahead. Have your way. Okay? That's just where I'm at. So there's so much stuff he's revealing to me, and I feel really bad because there's so many things happens to me, and I still see the love of Yah in the midst of it. You know, I told you all a while back that I didn't know what it was like to be discriminated or against. I didn't know what it's like to be hated or not have a mother and father there. A mother that made sure she nurtured and took care of us. Made sure we had everything. My dad was a very humble man. If anybody on this platform got to meet my dad for 5, 10, 15 years, like everybody always told us when we was coming up, our daddy was so humble. He never had a fight nor argument in his life. I don't remember seeing that, him fighting and out there saying things to people. My daddy always respect everybody. That's the family I come from. That's my life. It was something about white people that he did not care for, but he respected them to the utmost. And that's what a lot of our Negro men are like. But yet they get on these platforms and want you to breed up hate. But I want to tell you all something that happened to me today. And I'm going live this evening. At least that's my desire, if y'all is willing. And I'm going to be all over the place with a lot of good information. And I'm going to go live probably around about 6 p.m. today. I was in an accident today, a car accident, and I was pulling out the store where a young Caucasian man go flying in front of my car and hit the tip of my bumper. Never mind, it's just a little scratch, but he got out saying, "You hit my car." I got out the car and I went all the way back. I couldn't go too far back because even when I go back, I think about how the Most High has been with me all the way back then. But like I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell you again, I ain't got no sense. This flesh of mine ain't got no sense. You come after me, I'm coming after you. It's just something that about me that I just don't understand. You take me there, I'm going to meet you right there. Okay, toe to toe. You see, this young man got out the car and I say, "Why would you try to fly through here when you see me out in the intersection? Why would you do that?" And he got to talking and I got to letting him know a thing or two. And all the police started crowding around us saying, "Are you the one that called? Are you the one that called?" And they told him, one cop told him, "Wait a minute, I don't want to talk about that. Did you call and say you was robbed?" So this young man was running because he said he was robbed and he was trying to touch base with the police that was flying all over the area, driving real fast. He was trying to meet up with him, and that's how he hit me. So what happens is they told him they would be back. All the police left. And I would say it was at least 45 minutes. Never did show back up to the scene. I called the police department and asked them what's going on. And the lady apologized and she said that they were in the area. They still in the area. She gonna tell them to come back around. So this boy kept on talking and talking and talking. And I told him, "Now, you're talking to me. Why couldn't you be buffing up on that one that robbed you?" "Wait a minute, hold up. Wasn't you the one just robbed? Why are you running? Where's the robbery? Where's the robber? Wait a minute. You mean you gave your stuff to him and you come up here to me and try to buckle up on me? You better stand down, boy." And that's how I dealt with him. But the problem with him was he was young. That's the problem with him. He was 23, but he was running. He looked older, but he was running his mouth and saying things he shouldn't be saying. So when the police came back around, this young boy was talking to the police as if they was going to kill me for him hitting my car. He made it like it's amazing. I wish I could have filmed the way he was talking. How he was telling them cops like, "Oh, y'all for me, that nigga." He didn't say that nigga, but the way he was slinging his words to them. So when they left, I called the police department because it took 45 minutes. We still sitting there waiting for them to come on the scene. So all of a sudden, this other police come, and when he pulled up, the young guy, the police pulled up. I stayed in my truck. The young guy was telling him. He went over there near the young white boy's car, and he say when he went over there, the white boy started running his mouth again. He walked away from him. He came over there to me. He said, "Ma'am, what happened?" He didn't even hear what the young man was saying. He didn't even want to hear it because he didn't like how he knew that the white boy was trying to make it look like, okay, she's a nigga, I'm white, we don't want, she did this. He walked strictly away from him. I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, wow. And he said, "Ma'am, what happened?" And he sat there and he listened to what I said, and I showed him the bumper. He said, "Is it okay I use your hood?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Here, you got your phone in the car?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Get your phone." He said, "Take his license and his insurance with your phone. Take a picture of it." And he told him, "Come on over here on her hood and take a picture of her license and her insurance and give her yours so she can take a picture of yours. I'm not finna write no report. I'm out." That's what he said. And this white boy, his whole demeanor, the way he was talking and communicating had changed. Well, I'm like saying to myself, what made him change all of a sudden and start talking like he had sense? when he saw that the cop wasn't going to be on his side because he was white. It was deep, but that's how my life has been. That's how my life have been. Yah is always going to stand before me and fight my battle. He know I don't have no sense. He know I owns up to that in the flesh. But he know I got a lot of sense in my spirit, man, in the part that he abide in. He know I have a lot of trust in him, faith in him, because these are the spirits he had placed in me, to trust in him, to lean to him. So my whole life has been one that has not been able to really behold being discriminated or being around people who really showing racist mentality or mindset. But I will say, in the last couple of years, that's where he opened up the hedge he had around me and has allowed me to see it for what it really is. And he's letting me see racist at a level that is unbelievable. And by me not having no sense in the flesh, it is hard for me. It is very hard for me to even graft and or even take in the fact that I can see it. I can see it now. You know, I can see it for what it is. Is it applied to me? Not somewhat. When I say somewhat, it's because I can see it being applied to others. I can see it on the devil platform, in the media. I can see it in everything in life. In the last, say, 2 years, a year and a half, I can see it. Now I know what it is. And I think if it wasn't for the Most High Yah in me, hey, something will be going down. Something will be taking place because I don't have that sense. I don't have that tolerant. I don't tolerate nonsense. So I, Sister Deborah, say to you all, I'm gonna give you a lot of information that the Most High has been speaking to me, and I'm gonna chop off a lot of the stuff that people are talking about in this day and time, so you can stop meditating on the things that is vain and vexed. Now, those that are out there, I want to let you all know it ain't about who you think it is. It ain't about you, and what all you can get and you can understand. It's about representing the Most High Yah in the best way that you can. And how is the best way that you can? You go to the light, receive him that is greater within thee. Let him work in you, because the outside of you is shot. It is shot. That flesh is dark. That flesh is evil. So you got to have something to tame that flesh. It got to be the spirit of the Most High Yah. It have to be the Ruach HaKodesh. And the only way it can come if Christ usher it on in. Christ's right hand, Christ, which is Yah's right hand, has to usher the Ruach HaKodesh into us in that way, in that form, shape, and model. See, we thinking that because we master Torah and we master precept, we master all these books, we got it. You ain't got nothing but man-made understanding, man-made wisdom, and man-made knowledge. And man who made that book. But the Ruach come to teach you all things. What need he needs to have if he comes to teach you all things? Did he send teachers? Did he send pastors? Yes. He sent them to teach the things which is in the spirit, you guys, so that he can come in you and teach you what is in the spirit. They are to drop the seed, the spiritual seed to you, like Sister Deborah doing, dropping the light into you by telling you go to the light. I'm dropping the seed, telling you go into the light and let the Ruach HaKodesh increase you, water you, nurture you. This is the will of the Father. So we as people need to really get out of this thing thinking that it's all about us and us only. So I, Sister Deborah, have an appointment right now, and I will see you at 6 p.m. today live. And I got some things to share with you. He that has an ear, let him hear. Shalom and shalom.